Welcome to YogurlKy. Today's yoga flow is a counter posture to online classes or working from home. You may have noticed that after being in front of a screen for a couple of hours, you've started to hunch forward. You may be feeling some tension in your lower back, your shoulders, your neck. So today's flow is all about opening through those areas and hopefully giving you some relief. So grab a yoga block and let's get started. Let's get started in a seated position. With your hands resting on your knees or in your lap, you're going to take your eyes closed and start to become aware of your breath. Good. Now that you're aware of your breath, I want you to start to deepen your breath by drawing the inhales in a little bit deeper and exhaling and extending the exhales a little bit slower. Good. As you continue to deepen your breath, I want you to start to feel a nice grounding sensation through the sit bones. So you might rock from side to side or forward to back and find a nice upright seated position where your shoulders are directly above your hips, roll down away from your ears. And we'll take a few breaths together. So join in when you're ready. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deepen your inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, relax the shoulders, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your deepest breath yet. Inhale, 4, 3. Lift the crown of the head, 2, 1. Open your mouth, audible exhale. Good. Now we're going to get started with some gentle head circles, starting in one direction. If you've been staring at a screen for the last couple of hours, or if you've been seated for a while, you've probably started to hunch forward a little bit. The neck is starting to feel a little bit of tension. So we're just going to try and work that out by taking nice, slow head circles. If there's any areas of tension, go ahead and pause there, and you're going to exhale into those areas. And then you'll move on. Good. Switch directions. Again, if you find any of those areas of tension, feel free to spend as long as you need in those areas, breathing into it. Good. And eventually, you'll bring your chin towards your chest. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Allow the weight of your arms to lengthen the back of your neck. You can stay still, or if you'd like to, you can use your hands to manually shake your head no. Good. The spine is still nice and long here. Good. Gently release the hands to the knees, and this time you're going to look up. The chin is pointing up towards the sky. And you're just going to open and close your mouth as wide as you can a few times. You can even stick your tongue out. Feel a nice stretch through the front of the neck. Good. And when you're ready, we'll meet back in our upright seated position. Now from here, you're going to plant your hands behind you and allow your fingers to face forward. I'm going to reposition myself sideways so you can see what's going on. With the hands behind you, fingers facing forward, you're going to inhale, peel your chest open, look up. Good. Gently release by tucking the chin, plant the hands in front of you, and take a seated forward fold. So this is a good place for the block. If you have it, you might just forward fold with your head reaching towards the block. Good. Come back up, plant the hands behind you, fingers face forward. Now you might revisit the same posture, but I will give you a variation here. So inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze, and maybe also lift the hips. And you'll start to feel this stretch through the front of the chest and shoulders. Good. Gently release. Tuck your chin, plant your hands in front of you, and walk your way down into your seated forward fold once again. You can either allow the head to hang heavy or bring your head to a yoga block, or, like I said, if you have a book or a cushion. Good. Come back up. One last time, we'll revisit that posture by planting the hands behind you, fingers face forward. Inhale, lift your chest and your gaze, maybe your hips, it's up to you, if that feels nice. Very nice. Gently release. Plant your hands in front of you, and we'll take our last seated forward fold here. If your head is resting on a block or on the floor, you can actually gently shake your head no, which will massage the forehead, work out any tension. Good. Now, from here, you're going to plant the hands in front of you, roll forward into an all fours position, and from here, we're going to move through cat-cow. So, you're going to inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward or progressively up, and exhale, curve the spine, tuck the chin as you exhale. Good. Inhale, drop the belly. Shoulder blades roll close together. Gaze up or progressively in that direction. Exhale, curve your spine, tuck your chin. We're going to move through this a few more times, so move at your own pace according to your own breath. These can be big movements. These can be small movements. Do what feels right. Good. Now from here, we're going to make our way into puppy pose. So this might look different for all of you, and that's fine, but you're going to make sure that your hips are directly above your knees. You're going to walk your hands out in front of you, and from here, you're going to keep your gaze forward as long as possible while dropping your chin, chest, and armpits down towards the mat. So you might only get a little ways down and then have to drop your gaze. You might be able to keep the gaze forward for longer. Good, we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Make your way out of this posture nice and slow. Walk your way back up to a kneeling position. And from here, we're going to open up the chest and shoulders just a little bit more. So from your kneeling position, you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back, peel your chest open, look up. And you have the option to stay here or the option to take a little bit more intense of a posture if you're up for it already. So with the fingers interlaced behind your back, you're going to bring the top of your head down to the mat. And with the fingers interlaced, you're going to try to keep the chest open as you rock your way forward. And then back out. If you realize that posture is not for you, you might just sit nice and tall. Or if you like the way that last posture felt, you can kind of move in and out of it using your breath. So as you exhale, you'd move a little bit deeper into it. And then as you inhale, you kind of hit the reset button and ease out of it just a little bit. So I'll leave you for the next 5 breaths to do whatever you need to, whether it's sitting nice and tall, or if you want to take the more advanced variation. Good. From here, we're going to come into an upright kneeling position. And this next movement is going to be pretty dynamic for yoga, but it feels really nice on the spine, on the chest, on the shoulders. So everything that's been hunched forward for the last while is going to have the opportunity to open up and feel really nice. So I'll show you a modification first, and then I'll show you the full version of the posture. So to modify, you're going to come down to a low kneeling position. You're going to take your left hand down and your right arm up. Inhale, and then exhale, switch sides by walking your hands over to the other side. Inhale, reach. And exhale to switch sides. So one more time, plant the hand, inhale, reach. And exhale, switch sides. Inhale, reach. And exhale, switch sides. If you'd like to take this deeper, make it a little more intense, this is another good place for your yoga block. You're going to place it upright on its tallest setting in between your feet. And from here, similar to what we did in the modification, you're going to reach, but instead of reaching to the side, you're reaching behind you. You're going to reach either up or progressively back. Inhale, reach. And exhale, you're going to sweep your fingertips across the floor. And inhale, reach. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So, those were 2 variations. I'm going to allow you or give you more time to do 2 more of those repetitions on each side. Remember, you're using your breath to guide the movement. It's not the other way around. So, whichever one you liked best, modified or the full version, you're going to move through it 2 more times on each side. I'm going to try it without the block, and I'm going to reach back for my heel this time. So, start when you're ready. Good. From here, we're going to push our way back into a child's pose. Give your back a little bit of a break. Take the knees wide. Good. Allow yourself to take your next 2 exhales out of your mouth. So deep inhale, chest expands. Open your mouth, release. Take one more breath like that. Deep inhale. Open your mouth, exhale like a sigh. Good. Gently walk your hands up, and you're just simply going to rock through to a seated position that's comfortable for you. And we'll end our practice today by taking a few breaths together. Once again, your hands can rest on your knees at heart center, or you can take one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. Join in when you're ready. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deeper. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your deepest breath today. Inhale, 4, 3. Lift the belly button. 2, 1. Open your mouth. Audible exhale. Hands come together. Thank you so much for sharing your yoga practice with me today. Namaste.